Hi everyone. So today we are finally nearly finished with most of the SQL stuff. There's only blind SQL injection left. I'm only going to do one of them because they're all the same, we just use different methods. The blind SQL injection, so like SQL injection for blind is either going to be timed, or it's going to be error based, or it's going to be something along those lines. Or you create like a way of finding it so it changes in the app. They're all pretty similar, but I'm going to stick with this one because this is the last Oracle one. This is an Oracle one. It's the last one before we get to the blind stuff. I'll do one of the blind and then we're done. But anyway, let's get into this one. So this SQL injection is, as I've read through this, basically we have to log in as admin again. It sounds similar to the last one, but for Oracle, so you have to obtain the table name, the username, and the passwords. What the columns are actually, what the columns are actually called, what the table name actually is, from the start, and obviously, so it's obviously quite a long process of kind of going through this. So the usual place. It's always in the usual place. I hope this is zoomed in enough for you to see. I've tried to make it as zoomed as possible, but it seems like it can be alright. So what we usually do is union select, because we are and selecting. We tend to null it. It makes it a lot easier. And this, along these lines. So this is all this is doing is determine how many tables there is. Oracle. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So then, what you kind of do is we select plus from. The Oracle one is dual, so this kind of means any database at all. We'll see how many columns there is, or whichever one this interacts with. Cool. So now we know there's two columns. Right, two columns. Now we need to find the table name. So we basically change this to all tables. We select the all tables instead of the ones we're just using for this function. So this is just using the ones for this function. And now we've got to kind of find all tables. So what do you need to find from all tables? Obviously, table name. So we are pulling out whenever I learn how to type. So what we're doing is we're kind of pulling out the table name and keeping the second one's no, so it can be anything from every table. So now we should get the table names back. It should be a lot of tables, names, but we'll be looking for a users table. I'm going to search user because that'll take forever. Users. Okay, there's 6. App users and roles, maybe. System FBA, no. These all look like system type things. This looks like the most likely because it's got users at the start instead of the rest, so we'll try this one. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try this with no. So this should 200 me again. Yep, that works fine. Now, we found the name of the column, where it gets really fun. So what we're doing is, so this is going to be a where statement. So if you've watched the last one, we have to, once we found the table name, we have to then basically, so where the table name equals, what's saying is where the table name equals this, because this is Oracle, there is, we are taking this instead of information schema tables, we're taking all columns, all tab columns. Honestly, this cheat sheet is an absolute lifesaver. So you're taking all from the columns, all tab columns. We're grabbing the column name. So this needs to be changed to column name. So now we're selecting the column name from all the columns. Well, even though there's only 2 because we've worked that out first. Where the table name equals users. I will I'm about to try to say. What am I doing wrong? Does it wrong here? I've done it again. So this needs to be a single quotes because it's I've done this every time. So right, okay, now to remember. So every time you put the tick where it's selecting a string, it has to be in single quotes, no matter what type of SQL injection it is. Oh, so then we've got username. So what we're going to do is take the username and put it here, and then we're going to select the password instead of this note. So now what we're doing, we're selecting that from here. So we're selecting username with this column, password from there, from this table that we've now found, and this should give us the admin password. Aha, we got it. So we have admin password here. Hopefully that all makes sense. I know I've gone through this a bit quick, but I've done this for some reason. This is my 7th or 8th one today, and they've all built on the last, so I'd go back and watch the start of the SQL ones. I think they're about 6. They'll be coming out day by day, so it'll be about 10 or 11, all back to back, and one each day, so just go back 10 days. It should be good. And there you go. That's the end of the challenge. We'll do the one blind one next, and I will hopefully see you in that video.